Okay. Hello, YouTuber. I hope you enjoy what I'm about to show today. Today is the Lair of Darkness structure deck with the Brandish engine with the deck. Now, this is more a Brandish main deck with the Lair as a deck, as an engine to help it out. We've got a deck profile show, so I'll show you what's going to happen now. Okay. First the hand trap. So we play Ghost Ogre and Snow Rapid. This stops other players going on. It might not stop the negation, but it can stop you. It can stop cards. Can stop like continuous spell searching, or it can stop other cards to help it out to get you back and worry. Okay, Ash Blossom, Dry Sprint. This card's always necessary. It negates cards of search from the deck, send to the graveyard. It helps in those situations a lot. It's also tuner, so you might want to sync with it or link away with it. So that's what's pretty good. Sometimes you might feel dead in your hand, but it's very good. Then play 2 Brandish Maiden Ray. This card's necessary. I play 2, but I play 3. I play more copies of the deck to make it help it out in those situations. Aiden.
Ashrima, King of Wickedness.
Ashman, the King of Wickedness. This is very good. You can send it off to get a Lair of Darkness, and then also you can tribute the card to draw 1 card. To draw 1 card, or if you've got another dark monster, you can search a boss monster with this card, which is very good. It's level 4, which is good. It's dark, which makes it very good for necessary things. We play 3 of it because it's very good. Didn't discuss the ratios, ma'am. So, but something small. Then we play Darkness, the Lost, the Law of
Diabolus, Lord of the Lair.
Lord of the Lair. This is your big boss monster. This one's very hard to get rid of. First up, you can't be tributed, so no card use are going over it. It can't be destroyed by a card that makes it very powerful. When it's on the field, people are worried when this card comes to the field because you can just do all sorts of things to them. And if you've got the Lair Dance, you can use their opponent monster to get rid of their hand, which is very nice. Then we play
Lilith, Lady of Lament.
Lilith, the Lady of Lament. This card's quite good. So when this card's been normal summon, you get to put it down to hands, which is fine. It will come necessary later on, but you'll see why. Then you contribute this card to choose 3 trap cards to go straight to from your deck to the main monsters to your spell and trap card zone, which is really powerful. And you contribute your opponents for a Lair of Darkness. And this can't be Ash, which is really powerful. Makes really good for it. You must play it 3. I don't know why some builds are not even playing it. Okay, all the Brandish spells and all the Brandish spells all have this effect. If you have no monsters in the main monster zone, all these Brandish spells are not once per turn. Just make my head that clear. So we've got Brandish Star Up Engage. This card's very powerful. It search it. So you can search for 1 Brandish card to your deck to your hand. If you have 3 more spells in your graveyard, draw 1 card. So sometimes you just get loads and loads of advantage to get, and it makes your deck consistent. And makes your opponent think what you got in your hand could be very big. You play 2, but you can play 3. Next we play Brandish, Sky Space Zone, Sky Space Zone,
Airspace, Aero 0.
Sky Space Area 0. This is the field spell. This is good. You can put the so you could just put a trap if you don't need it. You just send it to the grave and get a Brandish card, which is good. It gets other cards in your grave, makes it. It's not the best card of the deck, but it helps out. And if it gets destroyed, summons a Brandish Maiden from your deck, which is good. Then you put the Lair of Darkness. This card lets you use your opponent's monsters for tribute for your effects, which is very powerful. Literally, you can just go take that monster, tribute it. So it makes it very harsh for opponents. But be warned, this card summons tokens. So when you summon tokens, you make they can link away with those tokens, which is not good. So make sure you use the tokens wisely with this card. But be careful in the mirror. You want to get away with this with a mirror. You want to make sure you get away from the mirror as close as possible. Then we play Brandish, Maiden, Honey Bite,
Mecha Hornet.
Mega Hornet.
Mecha Hornet.
Mega Hornet Bite. This card summons a token. Summons a token with 0 attack and 0 defense. If it has 3 or more spells, it gains 15. It's 1500 instead. It's good. Just summons another link. You need another body with this deck, and since there's not many monsters in this deck, there's only 15 monsters. You need that extra body with your monsters. Otherwise, you will not have enough monsters to be your resourceful. And this card just helps you go to more links with it. Then I play 2 Brandish Skill Afterburner. This card destroys a monster, and if you've got 3 or more spells, it destroys a spell and trap, which is very good. I mean, very powerful for the way that the deck works. This comes with removal, and sometimes you can move 2 cards always instead of 1, which is very good. Okay, and then we got Brandish Skill Jamming Wave. This card is the opposite of the Afterburn. Okay, this one destroys a set spell and traps, and then if you have 3 or more, destroys a monster without targeting, which is very powerful because that means you can get rid of threats that can't be targeted. It destroys them instead, and you can't be targeted. So that means they can't. So you can destroy things like Dark Destroy if that's still playing now. That's not playing now, but that's give you a sample of a monster you could destroy because that can't be targeted. Okay, then you play 1 Brandish Mega Shark Cannon. This card's like a DD Crow somehow because you can vanish their card, which is good. But you have 3 or more spells, you can take their monster, which is good. You can use it for their own plays and links to link up away from other monsters to help you climb up the link letter to help you out. Okay, then I play 1 Brandish
Mechanism
Multi-Roll. This card's good. It gets your spell and trap card set for the turn, but just be careful because you are going to vanish your spells and traps, so that makes it very hard for your opponents. That makes it hard for you to make sure your graveyard's full of spells for your monsters, which is alright. It can be really harsh. Okay, then we play 2 Pot Desire. Now, Pot Desire is fine in this deck. You need the 2 necessary draws as you can. Don't worry about the Advantage 10, because those resources you might not need at the end of the game. You might not need them. I'll play out 2 because you never want to draw the extra Pot Desire. Monster Reborn. You might as well play it. It's limited. It's come back. You might as well play it while it lasts. It's very powerful. It gets back the monster from your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard, which can be really good because sometimes there might be a really powerful monster you want to get out of there, which is good. Then we play 2 Scapegoats. This is a bit slow to start with Scapegoats because you can only play the opponent's turn, but if the opponent's not careful, you can go off and make like Ballad or Machine or other links to help you out in those situations which you might get the big wins or make other monsters help you, which is really good for this card. Then we play
Infinite Transcience.
Infinite Transcience. This card's very good because it's negation, which is powerful. So it negates a monster, and then if it's in that column's all negated, which is good because if they keep playing that column, they know they're never going to get through it again. So they got to be careful when they play their cards, which is lets people think. Then play all the virus. So we play 1 Devastation Virus.
Eradicator. Epidemic Virus.
Epidemic Virus. This one. So you cheer for your monsters 2,500 or more, and you can say, oh, no more spells for you. And in the mirror match against Brandish, that'll be like, whoa. Or no more traps, which for trap heavy decks are really powerful too. So it's really good. You'll see it more often than you think. Just because it's that one does not mean you always will see it. Then we got the Force Virus. You shift your cards got 2,000 defense. Then all the ones with lower 2,000 defense are destroyed, and you're under the virus for 3 turns, which this card's really good. I think I'm playing as just as a one-off, but I could play more, but I don't want to because I don't want to. This deck's quite tight for space. Then I play Deck Devastation Virus. This card's good. It gets rid of small monsters. It hasn't gone off yet, but it's very powerful once it does go off. Okay, that's the main deck, which is 15 monsters, 20 spells, and 5 traps. Then we go to the extra. We play 2 Brandish Lair Kugari.
Maiden Kugari.
Maiden Kugari. This card's very good. It's aggressive. It's the aggressive one. When you link something with this card, you get a spell from your graveyard to your hand, and then you can play it off again. And then also it gains 100 drive for every spell in your graveyard. So it could be, so if it has 5, for example, it could be 2,000 attack, which is very powerful. It's very good. Okay. Brandish Kukari. You play this at 3. Now this is your sort of wall, your defense monster. When this card's been summoned, 15 all spells in your graveyard, the opponent will lose 100 for each. So he has 5, you will lose 500, which is good. It's not, and at the end phase you get a search for every brandish spell or card from your deck you have, but it must be different names to the card you already search. Then we play 1 Brandish Maiden High 80. This is sort of the last sort of damage. If you haven't killed them yet, this is sort of the last shot. If that makes sense. So you just attack direct with this card, which is good. You can send a card to the grave also. That effect hasn't come up, but attack direct is very good for this deck. Okay, that's the Brandish bit now. Link Reaver, just to climb up the link letter, and you can use a Trivia effect to get another Lab Lost from your grave to summon it, which is good. Also, this does let you climb up the link layer. It can stop attack. It can just be another link you might need for the other monster, and for Scapegoat it's very good. Then we got Link Spider. Now this is just for Scapegoats. You don't play normal monster. You just need us to link away with it, which is okay. Which is not the most powerful thing, but that's good. Then we play 1 Apprentice Witchling. This is good. This gains attack of all the dark monsters. All the deck is dark. All the monsters now you summon are dark in this deck, which is good. You won't summon it too often, but you will summon it enough to help you out in those situations which you might need the extra monster to be the extra removal. The extra power to give them that extra oof. Then Mrs. Ray, it's the same, but this one you might just link away with it. You make the Scapegoats, it's similar to Witch Kugari, so it's similar for way of playing the card. So then play Ugritsu, the World Chalice Warrior. This card gets rid of threats, gets rid of monsters. It does not attack, which is good. It makes it really powerful. Yes, it takes a little bit of a setup, but once it's on the field, people are worried about the card, which is powerful and makes you think. And then we play 1 Tri-Man Unicorn. This card's good. Discard 1 card to move the monster back to your deck. And then also, if it's left on the field and it's been extra link, it draws your cards. Which is, whoa! You can sometimes have 3 cards draw instead of the extra 1. Which is really powerful in your main phase, which doesn't usually happen. But if it does, you're more likely won the game by then. Then play Trampler Locklick, Trisbanana. This card's like a heavy storm on legs. Okay, so you special summon a monster, and it banishes all the spells and traps. And then, if the opponent has spells and traps, the opponent loses 500 for each spell and trap. Each spell and trap card's been set face down. So this sometimes could be the way to win the game. This could be the cowboy for game, or against heavy back row decks. They're like, oh shoot, don't want to special summon now because I'm gonna get go into the vanish zone, which is really good. Right, that's the really thing. Then barrel load, this just takes other monsters and lowers the attack, so you can just take a monster, attack with it, or lower the attack to get past it, and it just sends the card to the grave, which is good. You'll go second with this guy a lot more, you'll break boards with this very often. The Scapegoat could be 1 barrel load, which is powerful. This is why people are over talking about Scapegoats. Then Salute to the Skull Dead. This card's got awesome effects when it's been link summoned. So if it's been link summoned by 2 names, it gains 300 attack for every monster that's been targeted to it. Been pointed to it when it's been normal. So when you've got 3, you special summon a card from your hand. It doesn't have the point to it, which is good. It makes it really powerful. We're on the draw effect. Then if you do it with 4, you draw 4, but you put 3 back in your deck. It's always gonna be a 1, but but it's always a plus, which is really good. It might be a really powerful monster you just draw, which could help you out, extend your play to other link monsters. It's not a star card, it's a extend, which is good for this deck. Okay, that's deck profile today. I hope this deck does well in the meta. I'll see you next time. Loads of likes. See you next time. Subscribe for me, please. Okay, bye.